guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have y'all here today because we're talking about blonde hair and unfortunately the damage that comes with it. I recently just barely became a blonde, and when I decided I wanted to go blonde, I knew it was gonna cause a lot of damage. I knew it was gonna cost a lot of money, my poor wallet, but it's something that I wanted to do. So I decided to dive on deep into it and go. Within about a month and a half process, I went from this to this. So if you have damaged, over processed, overheated, you use too many heat products, some brittle, breaking off, dead end hair that you don't want to cut, you don't want to lose, keep watching this video because I'm going to be sharing my top tips, tricks, and best affordable products in order to breathe some life back into your hair, repair it a little bit, and reverse some of the damage that you've caused. Obviously, we can't reverse all of it, but we can do our best to get it looking bouncy and full of life again. Let's start with some tips and tricks on taking care of your hair, the do's and the don'ts. First things first, this is something you're gonna hear everyone say on every video you watch, but it is so true. Do not wash your hair often. Me personally, and some of y'all are gonna find this nasty, whatever, but I don't have oily hair, which is why I can't wash it often. I wash my hair once a week. Now, I know what you're thinking, but if your hair is as damaged and brittle and broken as mine is, it cannot handle being washed often. I would say for people with really oily hair, you should max wash it 3 times a week. Do not go over 3 times a week. Try to go to 2 times a week because whenever you wash your hair, it strips your hair of all those natural oils, and those natural oils are really, really good for your hair, and just stripping your hair of those natural oils is gonna make your hair even more dry, even more brittle. Do not wash your hair often. I know how you're feeling, but I'm telling you, this is gonna be your best friend. You wanna get some dry shampoo. There is so many brands, so many kinds. For me personally, this is the one I use. It's the Not Your Mother's. I go probably about 4 days before I've gotta bring this into my routine. And then after the 4th day, I pretty much have to add this into my hair until the last day. Second trick, whenever it comes to hair bands, do not put your hair up often. And if you do, don't do buns because that's gonna just add breakage to your hair. It's not good to be putting your hair in buns and anything anyways, but especially when you have dry, damaged, over-processed hair, putting your hair up in a bun, messy buns, not good. Don't do it. These, once you have over-processed hair, these are a no-go. You can't do this. This is gonna break the shit out of your hair. Hate to break it to you, but okay. So you're gonna wanna use a scrunchie like this, or I don't have one, but like a hairband that it almost looks like ribbon, kind of, and it's tied. That's something that's also great. I like the cloth because it makes it to where I don't really have creases in my hair. Also, if I'm just around the house, one of my favorite things to do is to use an actual headband, like a headband you use this as a ponytail. It's gonna be super thick, but you're not gonna have any creases and absolutely no damage to your hair. You can use this whenever you're just sitting around the house, you don't really care what your hair looks like, maybe you need it out of your face because you're doing dishes or you're cooking or something. Now, when it comes to brushes, I told you avoid brushes, yes. However, they are necessary. I've heard so many people say, don't brush your hair, oh my god, it's bad for you. Well, I think if you have the right brush, then you just have to be very careful. And later on, I'm going to show you my whole hair routine, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. However, here's the 2 combs and brushes that I have. This is a wide tooth comb. I bought this because I was told that this is what you should brush your hair with. However, I don't like it at all. There's no give. These bristles are hard. There's no give in this. I would rather not use this because I found more hair came out with this than my other brush. So this is a brush that I've had since I came to college, so it's pretty old. As you can see, I have old hair dye from when I was going dark on my brush, but this is the Wet and Dry. As you can see, the bristles are very giving, and that's so important. This wet and dry brush cost me like $3 at Marshall's, and it is one of the best investments I have ever made, okay? Ever. You want to keep the use of heat products to a minimal. Oh my god, my nose itches. And that's what's so great about my hair, because I don't wash it except for once a week. I can style it towards the beginning of the week right after I've washed it, and it usually will stay until I wash it the next time. I curled my hair 5 days ago, and this is where it's still sitting. So when it comes to curling hair or using any kind of heat products, you don't want to put it on the highest setting. You want to put it probably about middle. That's what I do, because your hair obviously is going to need the heat in order to style, but you don't need it on the highest setting. That's for like the coarsest, curliest hair you've ever seen in your life. If you put that on your hair, you are going to kill your hair. So you want to dial it back down to like say if my curling iron goes from setting 1 to 30, I put it on 15. I just usually put it around the middle or even closer to the cooler side on the heat tool. Also, whenever you use heating tools, you want to make sure that you use a heat protectant. My favorite one that I have ever used is the Chi 44 Iron Guard. This stuff is amazing. Not only does it smell good, but it works so good. Sometimes I feel like my hair feels better after using this product and using a heating product, just because it makes your hair so smooth and it protects from the heat. So this is like the #1 thing I recommend. I got this at Marshall's for $3. But yeah, this stuff is amazing. You need a heat protectant, and this is the one I recommend. Another thing is, if you have to blow dry your hair, you want to make sure that you have one that has a cool setting. It's got hot, warm, and cool. See how I already have it down to that setting? You don't want to use anything but the cool setting, and it is going to take longer to blow dry, but if you're gonna blow dry, you gotta do it right. And if you have time but you just need it dry, also do it on the low setting. I didn't even own a blow dryer before I went blonde, but I had to go get one. This one I got for I think $15 at Walmart, and it's got all the controls you need. It's nothing fancy, but it's got all the controls you need. It even has a cool button to make it even cooler, and it works fine for me. I don't really use it that often, so it also comes with a little attachment. If you're going to blow dry your hair, is a blow dry spray. So what this is gonna do, this is the one I've used so far. It's kind of hard to see. It's the Sexy Hair Hot Sexy Hair Flash Me. And what you do is you put this in your hair after you put all your products in, and this is gonna accelerate whenever you blow dry. So it's not gonna take as long to blow dry. The less heat, the less time you're putting anything on your hair, the better. So use this, and that is also gonna help protect your hair. So my last tip is use a silk pillowcase, because it causes much less breakage, it's better on your hair, and your hair will stay styled so much better, and you won't experience as much bedhead, which means less heat products and less combing and brushing. So you're gonna wanna do that. So I think that's all for my tips and tricks as far as just daily care. But now we're gonna get into all of the products that I use and everything that I have found an absolute need and must in my hair care routine whenever I do wash. So first thing we're gonna get into is how do we clean our hair. And I have 2 shampoos and conditioners that I use, and these are my holy grail. I'm a drugstore fiend, but sometimes you gotta know whenever it's time to step up and pay a little bit more in order to get the quality that you need in order for your hair to survive. I'm telling you right now, there's no regular shampoo and conditioner you can go to Walmart and find for a decent for a cheap price that is gonna do what you need for your hair. So the first thing I'm gonna go over is my purple shampoo, because I do like cooler tones. Whenever you have blonde hair, sometimes that brassiness can come through, especially for me because I have layers and layers of black dye that we had to pull out. And so the purple shampoo that I use is the Matrix. It's the Brass Off purple shampoo, and I love this stuff. This stuff works so good for me. I've had 1 or 2 friends tell me that they haven't really seen the results that they see on my hair. And I don't know how that works, because I'm not a hairdresser, and I don't know if some hair takes better to purple shampoo or not, but this stuff is awesome. Like, this is like really dark shampoo. You can kind of see here on the lid. Let's see if I can see it. Oh my god. Well, that didn't go as planned. This stuff is seriously potent. It's amazing. I love it. And so whenever I use this, the shampoo, for purple shampoo, you do need to leave it in for around 4 to 5 minutes. It just depends on the amount of ashiness and cool tones you want in your hair. The conditioner I also found is super conditioning. I really like it. So I shampoo my hair with purple shampoo every other time, and in between that I use my other shampoo and conditioner, which is absolutely amazing. I use the Redken Extreme. This shampoo and conditioner, like, can I just say, this stuff is amazing. I saw a difference with my hair after 1 use, but after 2 uses is when I really saw the difference. I did not change anything but the shampoo, and this stuff, not gonna lie, I want to say it's like around $20 for each. That is the one thing that I will splurge on every freaking time, because shampoo and conditioner is so important. It can strip everything out of your hair, or it can add to, and this stuff is amazing. I heard a few other YouTubers who I watched talk about this shampoo, and they were not lying when they talked about it. The shampoo is awesome, but really, the conditioner is the true OG. Like, this stuff is amazing. So if you're like super on a budget and you cannot afford it, invest into this. Save it, save your pennies. This is the one that you need. This is the conditioner. It's absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, it's gonna breathe some life back into your hair. You need this stuff. Then you're gonna wanna do some kind of hair mask. Most of the time, what I will do is I will wash my hair when I get home from work, and then I will do some kind of hair mask at night and leave it in all night, and then I will rinse it out in the morning and do all my leave-in products. So if that's how I do it, whenever I have my hair mask in, the hair masks have a lot of products in them that aren't necessarily good for your skin, especially to be sleeping in and getting all over your skin. I experienced a major breakout in my forehead. It was so horrible. I don't know which hair product it was that my face did not like, but it did not like it. So make sure you're washing your pillowcases often. But also, what I went and did is I went and got a little hair cover. And so this one is like a silk, so it's still really good for my hair. It's infused with some oils on the inside, so that's good for it too. And so what I'll do is I'll put the hair mask in, and then I'll put this, you know, over my head, put all my hair in there. I don't look cute, but it's okay because I'm going to sleep. And that's how I'll leave my hair overnight with the hair mask in, so that it doesn't get all over my pillowcase, and it also doesn't get all over my skin and cause all kinds of breakouts. The first thing that I started using as soon as I bleached my hair, I went and got Olaplex. Now, you're gonna hear people talk about Olaplex in almost every blonde video you watch, but this is the number 3, and this stuff is so awesome. If you have any kind of damaged hair, if it's because of heat tools or because you overprocessed it, this stuff is gonna do some amazing things on your hair. Now, this is a small bottle, and it costs $28. I know that's expensive. However, for me, with this amount of hair, I got 6 uses out of it. 6 treatments out of this little bottle. So to me, it is totally worth it to buy this, because it doesn't cost that much for each treatment. And if you think about it in the long run, this stuff is doing so much for your hair that it needs. It's so worth it. What it does is it's a bond repairer. So your hair, you know, everything in this world is made up of atoms, including your hair. So your hair is made up of tiny little atoms with bonds in between them, and when we bleach our hair, it causes breakage between 2 atoms. So the little bond in between the 2 atoms is broke. And that's why the hair becomes really fragile, and you get you'll get split ends. And what this does is it repairs the bonds back together. So with this, you're not gonna see conditioning in your hair really. I mean, you'll see some, but it's not gonna be like, oh, my hair is so soft, like it did wonders. You're not gonna really feel that. More, you're gonna feel strength added back to your hair. Your strands are gonna be so much stronger. You're not gonna see as many split ends because it mends it back together. It's a bonder, so it's gonna bond your hair strands back together into real strands of hair. And that is what is so amazing about this stuff. Like, it's a miracle in a bottle, and it's $28. The only place you can find it, at least here in Texas, in stores besides a salon, is at Sephora. So that's where I go. I go to Sephora, and $28, so worth it. So usually I do this every other time I wash my hair. This is a treatment that I'm gonna use. In between that, I do like to use hair masks that bring hydration back into my hair, because like I said, this isn't gonna really condition your hair. That's not what this is for, and you can't expect that out of this. You can use hair masks like these to actually bring hydration and moisture and bounce back into your hair. So the first mask I ever really fell in love with is the Macadamia Natural Oil hair mask, and this hair mask is absolutely amazing, especially if your hair isn't as damaged. As you can see, I've used this probably like 5 times, and that's the amount I have left. It smells so good. Now that my hair is like extremely damaged, I don't find that it helps as much. This stuff will still do amazing wonders. I just haven't used it as much because I've been using other products since I went blonde, but I'm still gonna recommend this to anyone because it does an amazing job. This is gonna do wonders as long as your hair's not falling out like mine. My absolute favorite hair mask that I have used to this day that absolutely shook me, like I was shook, is the Pravana Intense Therapy hair mask. This stuff, with this, in Alliance every other week, it's like, holy shiitake. So I honestly don't know how much this costs, but whatever it costs, it's worth it. So after you have left your hair in one of these masks overnight, you're gonna rinse your hair out in the morning. You don't need to wash it again, you're just gonna rinse it. Then when you rinse it, you are going to add products into your hair. So the first thing that I add into my hair is a drugstore product, and it is the L'Oreal Elvive Total Repair 5 Protein Charge. I got it from Walmart. I want to say it was like $9. So worth it. The only thing you need to be careful about is you need to make sure that you don't overuse it, because it will make your hair very greasy, because it does bring so much hydration back into your hair. It can get greasy real fast. The next thing is I use is the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap. So this stuff I got on Black Friday with this. Last I knew at Ulta, they were still running the sale for Redken everything, buy 2 get 1 free. So I bought these 2, I got this free. This is what my hair lady told me to use for sure. It's the Extreme Anti-Snap. This stuff is so awesome. It's an anti-breakage leave-in treatment. Your Redken is so awesome. This Extreme line is gonna change your life. So I'm going to go wash my hair. I will be right back, and then I will show you exactly how I use all my products in conjunction with each other. Alright, and I am back with clean washed hair. So what I like to do is I like to just use the towel like this. So we don't want to be harsh on the hair, but try to get some more of that water out. Now I've got my hair looking all crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my first one, which is the Total Repair 5 from L'Oreal. I'll put about that much on one half of my hair. So rub it in good so I can, and then I'm just gonna focus a lot at my ends because that's where they need the most help, is right here at the ends, and then we'll work it up a little bit. But like I said, be really careful with this product because it will make your hair greasy if you get it close to your scalp. And with all these products, you don't really want them on your scalp because your scalp isn't really as damaged as all the rest of this hair, at least for me. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side. And this stuff smells so good too. So then after that, we're gonna take our Redken anti-snap, and like I said, we're gonna put one pump in here. As you can see, it's what it looks like. It has a runny consistency. We're gonna do the same thing. Just really try to make sure we're working it through all of the hair. Yeah, so if y'all want to see a video, all the products that failed, let me know. I can do like a video with all of the stuff I've ever used and what I felt like it did, what it didn't do, stuff like that. So now that I've got a good amount of leave-in conditioners in my hair, now we're gonna brush it. Now, like I said, whenever you're brushing, we've got to be super gentle. We don't want to pull on the hair very much. So when you're brushing, you want to start at the bottom. And I tend to hold the hair, that way it's not pulling from the root. So hold the hair right here, make sure this is brushed really well, come up a little higher. Like I said, we don't want to pull on that hair very much, so don't yank very hard. Just kind of go with the hair and listen to it, you know? Ignore the fuzz down in there. I don't know how to get it out, but if you can see, not much hair in here. Not much hair, which is really good. You just have to remember your hair is most fragile when it's wet, so you really don't want to brush it unless you have to, and you want to brush it the least amount possible. We are finished. So usually I'll just leave my hair like this and let it dry. Like I said, my hair takes about 4 hours to dry as of right now. I hope this video helped you. I hope that you are able to go get some of these products. If y'all have any questions at all, please, please, please comment. And if y'all have any advice or any products that y'all have used that have worked amazing wonders on your hair, please let me know, because I'm an open book. I'm open to any kind of suggestions, anything like that. Also, if you liked this video, if it was helpful to you at all, please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe, because for my New Year's resolution is to be more active on my YouTube. So I'm planning to upload once, maybe twice a week. We'll see how it goes because school's about to start back up. But yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram right here. That's my @name. And follow me on Snapchat, which I'll put right here. Other than that, thank y'all so much for watching my video. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.